Hi and welcome to our tiny apartment. It's a one-bedroom with a full kitchen and a full bath at about 450 square feet. Because it's just one unit in a much larger older house, the design and style are a lot different from the tiny spaces you usually see. So come on in and we'll show you. For starters, it has a galley-style kitchen, a very small multi-purpose living and eating area, and a large bedroom. One thing that's great about the apartment is that it has all the amenities of a normal-sized house. So even though they're tiny, we have a fully functional dishwasher and washer-dryer unit. Before moving into the space, we lived in a modern loft that was over 1,000 square feet. We were looking to cut costs and move to a quieter neighborhood, so we started looking, but for spaces about 700 to 800 square feet in size. This place is about half the size of what we're looking for, but we fell in love with the details of the house and the quirky design, like the old-style ornamental fireplace in the bedroom, rough-cut granite countertops, and the mosaic tile walls in the bathroom. Because the living area was so small, we knew we'd have to make a lot of compromises with space and get creative, and that meant using furniture that's both multi-purpose and features lots of storage, like this IKEA coffee table, which features 6 shelves of storage underneath, even our IKEA bookcase, which can be used to house books, lighting, organizers, and the bottom 2 shelves we use as shoe cubbies. Our sofa, which is normally the size of a love seat for a normal-sized house, features a pull-out sofa bed for guests, and to finish off the room, we included a horizontal mirror above the sofa to expand the room and reflect light. Focusing on furniture with built-in storage uses space efficiently and helps to minimize clutter, which cramps small spaces. You can take this a step further and try experimenting with furniture that will minimize when it's not being used, like a fold-out table. Small spaces can be made to feel just the right size when you know how to make the best use of them. We found that maximizing vertical space freed up a lot of our storage opportunities, maximized our surface area, and made our small apartment feel a lot more comfortable. Especially in our kitchen, where I spend a lot of time cooking and preparing food, we transformed what would have been a cramped, difficult area by installing vertical storage on the walls. And vertical storage doesn't necessarily mean shelving units either. Because our galley kitchen is so thin, shelving units would just cramp the space. Instead, we use these wall racks from IKEA, which have been amazing. They store all of our pots and pans in a way that's out of the way and attractive, and I feel a lot more accessible than storing them under a cabinet. They're also great for hanging ordinary items like dish towels, produce, and just anything else you can think of. We liked it so much we installed a tiny version in the wall next to our stove. We took advantage of vertical space in the bedroom by installing this shelf over the bed, which takes the place of nightstands. We also use a tall and thin chest of drawers, which frees up the floor space and makes the room feel larger. Our tiny apartment doesn't just downsize our living space, it's simplified our lives. We're less occupied with the upkeep of a lot of square footage. Cleaning a small space is a snap, and we save a lot of money monthly on less rent and utilities. There's also the hidden savings when you buy less. If you have less space to fill, you're less inclined to fill it with things that you don't really need. And with our space-saving storage solutions, we never really feel like the apartment is too small. It feels just right. Smaller living is simplified living, and moving into our tiny apartment was one of the best decisions we ever made.